let me introduce myself. My name is Kadek Fridayanti from 2E class. Now, I will explain one of the materials that I have obtained during this semester, that is gerund. In this part, I will explain three parts of gerunds. The first one is definition, the second one is kind or types, and the third one is use, structure, or examples of gerund. Okay, let's start. For the first is definition. Do you know what is a gerund? Gerund is a form of verb which is given extra letter ing and the function as a noun. For the example, sleeping, drinking, playing, reading, listening, and etc. Okay, let's continue. For the second is kinds or types of gerund. We still discuss about kinds or types of gerund, and I will give some examples of the kinds or types of gerunds. The first is subject of sentence. For the example is number 1, swimming makes me tall. Number 2, reading is my favorite thing to do. And number 3 is painting is my hobby. The second is subjective complement. For the example, number 1 is his hobby is swimming. Number 2 is her favorite activity is shopping. And number 3 is my favorite sport is playing badminton. The third is direct object. For the example, number 1 is I like dancing. Number 2 is my sister loves cooking. Number 3 is he starts playing online games. And number 4 is we enjoy singing together. Fourth is objective complement. For the example is number 1, her activity every Sunday is cleaning house. And number 2 is my hobby is reading Wattpad. And the fifth is object of preposition. For the example, number 1 is she is good at dancing. Number 2 is she prays before sleeping. Number 3 is he washes his hands after eating. And number 4 is I never give up for studying hard. Okay, I will continue explain the last part of gerund, that is use, structure, or examples of gerund. Okay, for the first is subject of sentence. In this part, gerund is used as a subject in sentences. So the structure of subject of sentence is gerund or subject plus to be plus object. For the example, number 1 is reading is my favorite thing to do. So reading as gerund or subject is as to be and my favorite thing to do is object. Number 2 is painting is my hobby. So painting as gerund or subject is as to be and my hobby as object. For the second is subjective complement. In this part, gerund can be used as complement to the subject in a sentence. So the structure is subject plus to be plus gerund. For the example, number 1 is his hobby is swimming. So his hobby as subject is as to be and swimming as gerund. Number 2 is her favorite activity is shopping. So her favorite activity as subject is as to be and shopping as gerund. Third is direct object. In this part, gerund can be used as a direct object in a sentence. So the structure is subject plus verb plus gerund. For the example, number 1 is I like dancing. So I as subject, like as verb, and dancing as gerund. Number 2 is my sister loves cooking. My sister as subject, loves as verb, and cooking as gerund. For the fourth is objective complement. In this part, gerund can be used as a complement to objects in a sentence. So the structure is subject plus to be plus object complement. For the example, number 1 is her activity is cleaning house. So her activity as subject is as to be and cleaning house as objective complement. Number 2 is my hobby is reading Wattpad. So my hobby is subject is as to be, and reading Wattpad as objective complement. And the fifth is object of preposition. In this part, gerund is used as an object that follows the preposition. So the structure is subject plus to be plus verb plus preposition plus gerund. So for the example, number 1 is she is good at dancing. She as subject, is as to be, good as verb, at as preposition, and dancing as gerund. Number 2 is she prays before sleeping. She as subject, prays as verb, before as preposition, and sleeping as gerund. So that's my explanation about gerund. Hopefully this video can be useful for you and can increase your English knowledge about gerund. Thank you for watching my video and see you!